Welcome to video lecture series on electronic devices and circuits. I am Kanakadurga from St. Peter's Engineering College, working as an associate professor in EC department. In the previous lectures, we have discussed the configurations. Mainly, there are three types of configuration like common base configuration, common emitter configuration, and common collector configuration. In the previous lecture, we have discussed on the common base configuration, and in this lecture, we are going to concentrate on the common emitter configuration. So, for the prerequisites of the talk, we require in order to discuss is that mainly what is a transistor, how the transistor operation goes, what is a IE current, what will be the IC currents, what is the equation for IE current, and we require a basic knowledge on the PN junction diode. When it is forward bias, what happens, what is the characteristics when the diode has been reverse bias, what are the characteristics of the diode with respect to the voltage access and current. And the outcomes we are expecting from this lecture is analysis of CE configuration, and we should going to gain the knowledge on current gain of common emitter configuration. So what is a common emitter configuration is nothing but the emitter terminal should be a common for input session and for output session. If you observe in the figure, this is an emitter terminal. This terminal, this session goes for input session side, and this goes for output session side. So if the emitter terminal is the common for input session and the output session, that type of configuration we are going to call it as a common emitter configuration. And almost all the amplifiers are going to be designed by this type of configuration, since the efficiency is going to be more in this configuration. And another one of CE configuration having high gain of voltage and current, both it is having the high gains. So that mostly in the amplifier circuits, we preferably take it out the CE configuration. So what is the amplifier? With such a way that a system will be there. For the system, we are going to be apply the input and it produces an output. So if you observe the case of amplifier, the output should be more far greater than input. So whenever the output is far greater than input, that type of systems will be called as an amplifier. So for amplification of section, we requires the gain should be more. So for that we are going to consider CE amplifier, since it having the higher voltage gains and current gains. And next thing is, in this configuration we have to remember mainly there are having to be have the characteristics of the thing like input characteristics and output characteristics. And observe that this is the input session and this is the output session. Okay, so where I am applying the input voltage to the base terminal, and output I am collecting across the collector terminal. So in this case over here, mainly the voltage has been applied to the base and the emitter is a common and collecting the output across the collector terminal. This is a NPN transistor. Always the JE junction should be a forward biased case and the JC junction should be reverse biased case. So for that purpose, what is the voltage we should have to apply? So for the base terminal, this is a P type. In order to make this as a forward bias, P type of material has to be connected for positive terminal of the battery, and N type has to be connected to the negative terminal of the battery. And the same in this case of for the JC junction. For the JC junction has to be reverse bias of the case. So in order to make this as a reverse bias, we are going to give the supply. This is an NPN, right? So N type has to be connected for positive terminal of the battery, and the case of the emitter is goes for a common thing. So next one, we have to see what are the input characteristics and output characteristics. The curve drawn for input voltage versus input current will be called as input characteristics. The characteristics or the graph drawn between output voltage versus output current will be called as output characteristics. So in this, if you observe what is the input voltage, we have, this is the base, right? So the voltage present between the base terminal and the collector terminal can be indicated by VBE between the base and emitter terminal. And the current, whatever it's flowing to the base, I am going to be indicated the current of IB. So this becomes an input current. Next one, if you observe, this is an output portion. In its output portion, the voltage present between of the case here goes for collector and emitter, so that the voltage goes for VCE voltage. And the current here the flows into the collector terminal of the case, so it can be indicated as IC current. So this will be the output currents, and this is the output voltage, and VBE is the input voltage, and the current is the IB current, input current is the IB1. So what the input characteristics are, the graph has to be plot between the VBE voltage versus IB current. That we are going to call it as a input characteristics. What is the output characteristics are nothing but the graph or the plot has been drawn with respect to VCE voltage versus IC current will be called it as a output characteristics. So in this we have two supplies, which one we have to maintain. So in order to study the input characteristics, output voltage is going to be maintained as a constant. So in that case, VCE will be maintained as a constant. Next, in order to study the characteristics of output, the input thing has to be maintained as a constant. So what is the input parameter we have? The input parameter we have IB1. So that we have to maintain IB current is a constant in order to study the output characteristics. So in this of total equation, we have that IE current of the total thing for any of the case. IE is moving outside of the thing of the transistor, and IB and ICs are moving towards the transistor. So that the total current for that transistor will be equals to IE will be equals to IB plus IC. We already knows that IB will be a small amount of current, we can able to neglect that. So IE will be approximately equals to IC. So what about the IC current? We have to estimate over here in this with respect to the calculation of their current gain. So the calculation of the current gain, if you observe the alpha, so previously the alpha of the value of the previous case for common base configuration, the output current is the IC current and the input current is IE current. So for that, in order to indicate the common base current gain, we have taken that as a symbol of alpha. Next, in this case, what is the gain of the current? The gain of the current goes for IC divided by the output current is IC, the input current is IB. So IC divided by IB. This has been indicated by the symbol of beta. So the current gain of common emitter configuration is IC divided by IB. So, but if you observe, IC is the having the current in terms of milliamps, but the IB current will be in the microamps. So that the beta value has been more, the efficiency or else the beta of the current gain is very more for common emitter configuration. So next we have to concentrate on the characteristics like input and output. We already discussed how to plot the input characteristics and output characteristics. Okay, for common emitter configuration, we are going to the emitter terminal should be common. The emitter should be common for input and output purpose. So this is an input of base terminal and this goes for output, and the emitter will be a common one. So what is the voltage present in between these terminals is a VDE, and the current of the base is the IB current. The current of IB is a small amount of current is going to be exist. That's why the current we are going to measure in microamps. Okay, so microamps we are indicating that the IB current for a small indication purpose, it is a small amount of current. The measurement of units we are mentioning over here. And next one we have to concentrate on the characteristics of input. The voltage of input is VDE and the current is IB current. And in order to study these characteristics, the output voltage should be maintained as a constant for input characteristics purpose. So we are maintaining VC is a constant. Suppose we are assuming that we are maintaining VC equals to 1 volt. Whenever I am maintaining the VC equals to 1 volt, I have to consider this junction only. So when you observe this junction, JE junction is a forward bias. Whenever the diode has been forward bias, the current increases in exponential format. So that here also the case, the current is going to be increased in a exponential format. This we are considering here as germanium voltage. That's why it is having a cut-in voltage of 0.3. So what is a cut-in voltage is nothing but where the current conduction start in the diode or the transistor, that will be called as a cut-in voltage. And next one, see the scenario with respect to the increment of voltage of reverse bias case, how that the characteristics will changes. We have to look into the scenario. But the input, whenever we are changing the VDE voltage, the current goes for increment in exponential format. Next, see the scenario if you increase the reverse bias voltage. So what happens with respect to the reverse bias voltage has been increased of the case like this. We have here emitter will be there and the base will be there and the collector will be there. Where the reverse bias voltage we are applying the reverse bias voltage between the base and the between the emitter and the collector. Okay, this reverse bias voltage we are applying. So whenever we are increasing the reverse bias voltage, the depletion region of the JC junction will be increases. Whenever the depletion region of a JC junction is being increased, it can penetrate more into the base region. So it going to be penetrating into the more into the base region. So the what happens? The base width is going to be decreases. So this effect we are going to call it as a early effect. We will discuss in the next coming slides. Okay. So what the thing is that whenever we are increasing the reverse bias voltage, at that time what happens is that the depletion region width is going to be increases. The width will penetrate into more lightly doped region. So it will be penetrated into the base region. So it will be more penetrated into the base region. So the width of the base is going to be has been reduced. This effect is known as a early effect. Since the width has been decreased, what happens here of the case? The IB current is going to be reduced. Okay, the IB current has been reduced. That's why whenever we are increasing the reverse bias voltage, since the IB current has been reduced, it is shifting away from the origin. So this is the input characteristics. In this we have to remember input characteristics is nothing but sketching the plot between VDE voltage and IB current by maintaining output voltage as a constant. And next one is that Since it has been forward bias of the JE junction, whenever I am increasing the input voltage, the curve will expand in exponential format. If I increase the reverse bias voltage, what happens we have to see. When we are increasing the reverse bias voltage for the CE configuration, the VCE voltage has been increased. What happens? The depletion layer width will increases. Once the depletion layer width has been increased, it will more penetrated to base. So when it has more penetrated to base, the width of the base has been reduced. When the width of the base has been reduced, the recombination process will be less, and so that the IB current will be reduced. That's why it is shifting away from the origin. So next one, we are going to concentrate on output characteristics. In that output characteristics, we have to sketch the plot between VCE versus IC current by maintaining IB current as a constant one. So in this case, IB current is measured in microamps. It is a small amount of current, and IC current is measured in terms of milliamps. It is a high amount of current, and the curves are not going to be a constant like common base. The curves are in a tilt format. We will observe. So if you observe in this graph, the output characteristics has been plotted with VCE versus IC. Okay, IC is measured in milli and IB will be measured in micro. So in order to study the output characteristics, IB should be kept as a constant. In order to, the input current should be kept as a constant in order to study the output characteristics purpose. And the wave is not here, the current is not a constant, since the scenario is the thing like IB current is a small one in terms of we are measuring in micro, but IC current will be in milli. And next one, if I increase the IB current, what happens we have to observe. If I increase the IB current, the case here goes for whenever we are increasing the IB current, IC current is also going to be increased. So whenever the input current is going to be increases, automatically the output current is also increased the case. So in this common emitter configuration, we have to remember mainly the output characteristics has been plotted between the VCE versus IC by maintaining IB current as a constant one. So this is the plot. So whenever I am increasing the IB current, the IC currents has been increasing, so the plots are shifting above that. And what if I am not giving any current to the I, like for CE configuration, if I am not giving any current to the base terminal, only we are applying only reverse bias voltage. Whenever we are applying only the reverse bias voltage, there exists a small amount of current. That current we are going to call it as a cutoff region of the current. And here in this case, if you observe over here, whenever that transistor JE junction, JC junction has been, both are forward bias, we are going to get high amount of current. That amount of current we are going to call it as a saturation region. So after this curve, all this area comes under the saturation region. And this area has been only, the curves has been plotted in the blue color. JE has been forward bias and the JC has been reverse bias. The plots here are goes for active region. So in this for output characteristics, there are going to having the three regions: active region, cutoff regions, and saturation region. So the current below of IB will be called as cutoff region, and the current with respect to the curve of the blue color line after this area of the portion will be called it as a saturation region. And totally this blue color line indicated will be called it as a active region. And the common emitter configuration, the gain goes for beta. So efficiency is nothing but output current by input current. The output current is IC and input current is IB. So what's the efficiency of common base current, common emitter is beta value. The beta will be equals to IC by IB. So next one we will concentrate on base width modulation or early effect. What is the early effect? Why it will be called as a base width modulation? So I will tell once this is a p-type and n-type and p-type material. I am taking now for PNP transistor. Already we have discussed with respect to NPN. Whatever it may be, this is an emitter, and this goes for base, and this will be a collector. So this is a reverse bias voltage. Whenever I am increasing the reverse bias voltage, the depletion layer width will be increases. So that is a phenomena mainly we have to going to be observed here. So we are assuming that this is a small, when the reverse bias voltage of V2 is going to be like 5 volts. If I am increasing the reverse bias voltage, what happens here? The case automatically the depletion layer width will be increased. So this is the width of the depletion layer. Okay, once the depletion layer width has been increased, it will be penetrating towards more into the base region. So what happens here? The base width has been reduced. Okay, normally this is the base width, but due to this of penetration, the base width has been reduced. That's why it will be called it as a base width modulation. So what's the effect over here is that the IB current is going to be reduces. The recombination process will be reducing. Whenever the recombination process is reducing, indirectly the IC current is going to be increasing. So what is an early effect is that whenever we are increasing the reverse bias voltage, the base width is going to be reduced. Due to that, what happens? IB current will be reduces. Okay, the width of the base has been reduced. That's why it will be called as base width modulation. So with respect to the supplies considering of resistances, normally what the practical circuit with respect to the common emitter configuration, with respect to the supply voltages and biasing, this is a circuit. And why you are considering this circuit is that for CE configuration we'll have the 180 degrees of phase shift with respect to the input thing. So how it going to produce of 180 degrees of phase shift, we will observe now. So apply the KVL equation across the output loop. So once we apply the KVL equation across the output loop, it will be equals to VCE equals to VCC minus ICRC. So what is the maximum voltage we have? The VCC, and the drop is nothing but here IC current flows, right? So the drop across will be equals to ICRC. So in this case the VCC will be equals to VCE plus ICRC when we apply the KVL. So if in order to calculate the output voltage, we can write it as VCE will be equals to VCC minus IC into RC. So whenever here the case of the drop is going to be increases of the case, normally of the case over here the current will be more, here the case the drop going to be more. So the drop is going to be high of this case, since the collector current will be more, the VC or voltage is goes for a negative phenomena. And for that purpose we can say that it going to be produces a phase shift of 180 degrees. So how the beta value calculations we already discussed. Output current divided by input current will be called it as a efficiency. Since it is a common emitter configuration, the beta will be equals to IC divided by IB, and it can be indicated by as a H parameter model with respect to HFE. Current gain beta of dependency itself acts like as a transistor, and mainly that collector current and the temperature.